Hello again. In this video, we are going to use Microsoft Excel again to handle standard normal distribution probabilities. So in the previous video, we learned how to calculate these probabilities. In these examples, we have a value and we are looking for the probability, the cumulative probability that corresponds to the value. But now excuse me, you may do it the other way. So what you're going to do here is, now suppose that the probabilities are given, but the value is not given. So what you want here is, you want the value that makes the cumulative probability equals to the given probability. It could be 5%, 50%, or 95%, like three examples. So in the now actually it is easier than the previous example, the previous case, because again, when you type normal, now what we are going to use is this one, norm.s.inv. It returns the inverse of the standard normal cumulative distribution, right? So previously we input the value, then it returns the probability. We are taking its inverse. So we are going to input the probability, then it returns the value that corresponds to that probability. We are taking the inverse of what we have done before. So use this function. And then it has only one argument, which makes it easier than the previous example. So just put the probability you are interested in. By the way, you have to use decimal, not like a number between 0 and 1. So I'm interested in 5%, but you should not put 5 here. You have to put 0.05 instead of 5. So then it will give you a number. So for a standard normal distribution, the bottom 5% value is minus 1.6448 dot, 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 dot. So usually it's you are going to see this number often in the future. So usually people it's use 1.64 as the bottom 5% value. You're going to see this number a lot later. So remember this. And as before, you may just type the function if you know what you are using. So this is the function we are going to use, norm.s.inv, a standard normal inverse. So, and here put 0.5, 50%, 0.5, then what do we have? 0. Remember, 0 is the median, so we are looking for a median. Median is 0, which is the mean. So we get the same, the correct value, of course. Even if you put more decimals, it's 0. And finally, then what is the 95 percentile? 95 percentile or top 5%, right? They are the same thing. Top 5% or 95 percentile can be calculated in this way. And what you have is this number. Remember, this is the same number as the earlier one. So bottom 5% and top 5% are symmetric. Because the normal distribution is symmetric, if you want to calculate the top 5%, then you may calculate the bottom 5% and flip that. It always holds for any normal distribution. So you will see those numbers a lot later, because in other words, bottom 5% and top 5% contains 90% of the whole sample, right? So you drop bottom 5%, you drop top 5%. So within those two numbers, there are 90% probability. So you are going to use these numbers a lot. And when you need to change this probability, you have to go through this process. You may use Excel when you do the homework, and in this class. Actually, Excel has more functions than this. I'm not showing them. I want you to I want you to do the remaining algebra by yourself, just to understand what's going on. But if you can handle more formulas, if you already know them, then you may use them. Okay. And also, as I said, you may use a different program. Of course, the answer should be the same. You may use a different program or any online standard normal distribution calculator. All of them should have the same uh, functions like this. So just use whatever convenient for you. Okay, see you.